Dual Berettas once again coming on out for the CT side. Goofy and Poddy with those in tow. And this setup over on A as the smokes rain on through ahead of those blocking pieces of equipment is Goofy as he finds one kill. Does not get traded straight back. It's Yabby and Stare who find a few kills to be able to open it up. And Yabby finding another as well. SDY and Glaive nowhere to be seen on this ENCE roster. They're over on B.
Sort of reinvent the wheel, go for these wacky sort of counter plays, these constant fakes, and it just doesn't end up working out. Sometimes it's just a good old-fashioned rush with the Glocks, and it's going to yield you the round as it has just for Astralis.
Of the same that we've seen coming into round number 2 and how even round number 1 with this just A-site take, not respecting the opponents at all. Bro is all soon to get shut down as two Underwood players in the form of Glaive and YaLLa are going to be able to swing on through with those SMGs and do some damage. Device does take down YaLLa for the trade. Needs to be cautious about these underpass players. It's down. Gonna have to fall back, nade in hand, a little bit of util to play with, but approaching on the ramp are ENCE right now, but with Device holding the corner, the backup from Down, the round over and done with as he spams down 2 with the backup from Stare. But needs to be cautious about not getting caught off guard by Stare inside of mid. But once again, look at this A bomb site. I mean, the bomb is dropped right now, so it's not going to be a quick execute directly onto A, but still just getting so much ground on this T side. Stare inside of mid. Frag after frag with little to no help required. And Bro finds a kill here as well. It's the round only just starting, 30 seconds deep, 4 players dead, and Glaive on the sidelines being like, guys, something notable as well. Of course, we've had a couple of changes on this ENCE roster, but as of 2024, Astralis have not beaten ENCE once. In best of 3s is the only times they played in Casso and in the RMRs. It was 2-0 victories. Early retaliation over towards that A-bomb site, not allowing Astralis to just set up 4 players there and poke and prod and find those opening frags and then eventually gain complete control of the site. Look at this from Stare. He's on a really late lurk. Spots the head of YaLLa, but through the wooden barricade, able to rip his head clean off his shoulders. Goofy on the back of this site now by Triple. Going to be able to continue holding it down. SDY, one of the new additions to the squad as well, coming off the back of Monty, to make a pretty decent impact here. Yabby out of Palace. Not good for one. Now it is just the IGL Device. The bit of a puggy play style we saw from him working out in that last game against Nip. Not afforded the opportunity to do such a round here. ENCE finally get themselves on the board and they start getting vocal.
Of course, I was talking about MOP, not Sashi, in that previous game where they were loud, but then they got silenced down. And YaLLa and Glaive doing their best to try and lock this round out, but a flash straight to the face of Glaive is going to be able to break deadlock and shackle these CTs once more. Pushes them at arm's reach. 20 seconds and the bomb gets planted.
Orphan and AK versus Orphan and AK. The HP advantage is leaning more towards that CT side, but with only a single flash, the retake is going to be difficult. Man, not going to be able to time that as well as he would have liked, unfortunately. Reveals the position inside the connector. Device doesn't miss those. Come on, YaLLa, you know that. But Poddy does manage to get himself into a pretty forward angle here. Upgrades himself or downgrades himself, depending on how you want to look at it, over towards that AK. Now, time ticking down. Does have the kit. Needs to stick it pretty damn quickly. Taps it once, got the position back to hold. Spams it. Oh, the spray is simply not clean enough. Yabby may survive this one. Looks like he did. The way that we saw Astralis start that game against Nip, not one that I really expected from them. Expect this to be a little bit more back and forth with some early picks from ENCE, and well, that's what we're going to be seeing in this round, with Poddy finally having a say in these rounds. Spots out that transitional player in the form of Bro, who jumps out of the window. SDY holding onto the bomb site. Oh, they're cuddling. Oh, they're touching. Oh my god, he does not know he's behind him. Bro going to be going for the molly off inside of shop there, and well, needs to fall back, wait for the rest of the squad for this retake as the bomb gets planted. The man advantage to the CTs, but a difficult retake at that.
Maybe a retake they don't want. I mean, it sucks at this point. You're 5-1 behind. You want to go in for this, but the simple fact of the matter is they have no kits. A lack of utility. Time's already ticking away, and they're not sure where the T's are, so they're going to be going in for this one, and that first kill is so important. Glaive gets 2. Oh, it's huge.
YaLLa now, solo on the site, 1 versus 4. Bomb is getting tapped. Needs to be got on in, takes the head off of kylla. Has he done enough? It looks like he might have. Goofy has to fall off of it. In a 1v4, he sprints through the smoke and connects the rounds to the head. Finding another round for Astralis. We're going to be getting like that 3rd place position. I think it's almost guaranteed that Nip and Mongols are locked 1st and 2nd, depending on the outcome of their game later on. That will be decided who actually sits in the 1st and 2nd spot. Bro has so much ground that he's made up here. He just rushes onto the site. Glaive tried to push through the smoke to be able to gain some form of foothold, but completely decimated, and YaLLa continues the tempo. Now it's just SDY and Poddy, the 2 fresh additions to this ENCE roster, already starting to fall to the wayside as SDY bodied inside of mid, and now just Poddy, the AWPer, holding this very tight angle. Needs to be cautious because there's 5 Astralis players, Astralis pros, looking to end his life in this round number 8 and secure a 7-1 without losing a single person. But Poddy's going to take down Device, and Stown from range taps him out of the round. If he's able to find that 2nd frag in mid, it completely dictates a different pace to Astralis. They're not going to be afforded that opportunity. Device right now needs to be cautious about getting rushed here. Stown executes his IGL, but does manage to find a kill onto SDY in the process. kylla and Poddy both picking up kills, but now we're on a 3 versus 2, and this is much better from ENCE. Really disrespecting Astralis and just getting up in their face directly inside of mid.
There is certainly a way forward in Astralis. The timing, though, could catch them off guard. As Goofy's making a move into window, could have the backstab. A clean kill onto Stayer. And our bro, last man standing, doesn't have the bomb. That's spilled down in the murder hole. It's looking good for ENCE's 2nd round. Bro's going to make it a costly one, though, with another frag. It could still feasibly get the bomb down here, actually, if he can wrap around quick enough onto the site. If he can get this kill into Goofy, there is a way forward. Bro's still going in 48 seconds. Playing Possum, the spray is off, and ENCE get a 2nd. A bit of a subdued celebration. And that was the Stown backstab onto the Device. Yeah, rough times. Unfortunate. Maybe that could lend itself. I mean, I'm clutching at straws here, to be honest, though, Cody. I'm trying to see the optimism in what's been a very dark cloud overhead. And it could go from bad to worse. Stayer and YaLLa both chip in for kills. A 2-on-4 into a 2-on-2. And a winnable round on Astralis, even though Stayer is low. Time is low, though. Becomes an extra adversary. And Poddy desperately wants to get round the back of this smoke. Nails the first shot. That was the bomb carrier. That's going to force out the weakened Stayer into the open. He's not sure which side of the site the bomb fell on. This is valuable time. They actually smoked themselves off from Con, but it allows them to scamper onto the staircase. It's going to be conceding the bomb plant. Poddy will nail Stayer for the clutch. ENCE get 3. Flash the smoke out onto middle. Looks like ENCE going to try and take mid control again. It's not the first time we've seen this. kylla has gone for an identical play. Poddy misses his shot. And that allows the tease now to close the gap. Close the noose perhaps for 9-3. Oh, bro, shutting down SDY from the back.
Just pushed straight through all that smoke and just got into a super forward position. Poddy's completely smoked off. He's useless in this angle right now. Needs to wait the remaining few seconds for these shots to be able to connect. Oh, he doesn't pull the trigger. He falls off and he gets punished for doing so. Stown going to be able to tap him down through the smoke with that Deagle. Device on the backlines. Dinks down kylla. He's essentially going to be out of this round, knowing what these eco weapons entail for low HP players. A shot there from Glaive to be able to make it slightly easier, but YaLLa swings the corner. Goofy picks up one. It's back and forth, left, right, and center. But kylla's due to fall for a 9th round on the board for Astralis. They only need 4, and it's looking likely. When he was up against Nip, he top fragged for the squad. When he's up against Sashi, he absolutely dominated. So he's clearly an influential player, considering he's new to the roster. I mean, we know Sumdai Young is a very prevalent player on the server. Right now, completely non-existent. Bro with the taps. Jabby with the taps. Device to be able to back him up. and everyone falls at the hand of ENCE. I mean, they're all gone. Shot between the shoulder blades there from Stown, and it's going to be double digits for Astralis as they look to make quick work of Astralis.
And no post plants.
This nade. It's going to be massive for Device. Doesn't look like it's really going to do too much damage, but the Famas is. He taps down 2, but it's the backup there from YaLLa. One more under. They'll take a 11th like that every day of the week. Device just tips his head. Yeah, okay, well, that's one way of winning around, I suppose. Would be maybe 3 or 4 rounds down from where they are. Would try this sort of play. Astralis are getting brazen in their actions, and it is going to come back to bite them, though. kylla and Goofy get frags of their own. And it's only Device holding onto the bomb site, but it's good from this angle. Time and time again, he finds frag after frag. Yet to pull the trigger. It's down, drawing the attention away. Just waiting for that time to tick down. All the information's being communicated right now. He cleared him, but he didn't pull it. Oh my God, he thinks it's clear. Device is only good for 1, but the chip damage onto Goofy. Oh my Lord. You can't be whiffing those. Stown and Stare, the last 2 guys remaining. The spray is good from Stare. And now we're Stown directly on top of the site as well. The taps come through. They're trying to get the spray. The long-range engagement with the M1S. And oh my God, Poddy. He needs to come up clutch. In a 1 versus 2, he's taken down Stown. This needs to be the turning point, but it's not going to happen. And Astralis go nuclear off the server. They scream to the heavens. I can't pinpoint where the issue is. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're going to let this hurt you and you go down 1-2 and you've got your elimination game here, yes, you know it's not going well for you, but you need to dig deep. You need to make sure you play until that final kill comes through for your opponents, until you are fully knocked out. And we are edging closer and closer to that point. Device inside a sandwich, trying to hold this forward position. Poddy, the only person over towards A, with YaLLa finding the freshly added SDY inside of mid. We've now got the 2 remaining players on ENCE completely separate from each other. Poddy does find towards this A-bomb site, but with Stare continuing to lock it down. And now the ever-experienced Glaive left alive, essentially getting knocked out by his previous squad. Device stands up. The handshakes are out. Commiserations to ENCE, but damn, that was better. Much, much better from Astralis.
That was a declaration. You know, they had a rough game against NIP. They lost the game they probably should have won. Nothing against NIP.